Hello and welcome back to Movie Health Community, the internet's #1 source of health warnings at the movies. Please keep in mind that nothing produced by Movie Health Community is medical advice, nor has it been reviewed by any medical professionals. This is our last video of the year that's an evaluation of a movie. Today we are talking about Ferrari, starring Adam Driver and Penélope Cruz, a big Oscar bait movie that is mysteriously absent from all the awards discussions. But before we talk about whether this movie is any good or not, let's talk about, is this movie safe for photosensitive audiences? The answer is no, it is not. Ferrari has one type of strobe effect. It's cameras flashing. There are a lot of cameras flashing. It happens in several scenes, and these flashes are really bright. I actually looked over at the audience at some points during these flashes, and it still looked like a bad flash just looking at the audience rather than the screen. So it was even more severe on the screen. For flashing lights, we are giving Ferrari a 9 out of 10. For motion sickness, the camera does move pretty frequently. Most of it is pretty smooth, but when we get to high-speed driving and racing scenes, obviously there's the inherent risk that comes with high-speed driving in terms of camera motion, but the camera does shake during a lot of these racing scenes. And then the only real trigger warning I have for this movie is that in the aftermath of a crash, there's some shocking imagery in this crash, but there is some very sudden and shocking gore shown in the aftermath of this crash. Now let's move on to whether this movie was any good. Should it be in awards contention? This movie was kind of sucked. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If you caught my review of Gran Turismo, you'll know that I am an auto racing fan. Particularly, I'm a NASCAR fan. So when there's an auto racing movie or a movie where auto racing is a heavy component, I get excited. So I was pretty excited to see this. This movie just didn't have anything going for it. One of the big weaknesses of Ferrari is it doesn't feel like it has a beginning. It's already middle when it starts. Then when it ends, the ending feels like it's very abrupt and sudden. I had the same problem with Eileen. One of the really weak points, and it really doesn't feel like there's any excuse for it at all, is I think Shailene Woodley's character was supposed to be Italian, and if that's the case, did they forget to hire her a dialect coach? With Penelope Cruz, her natural accent is close enough to Italian that she can pass for it. And with Adam Driver, he already played an eccentric Italian billionaire just 2 years ago with, oh God, what was that movie even called? With that Ridley Scott movie he did with Lady Gaga. House of Gucci, that's what it was. The movie wasn't shot in an ugly way. The racing scenes felt pretty real, and wherever CG was used in this movie, it was used really wisely. I don't feel like there was a good movie made to justify all the rest of that. So I'm gonna give Ferrari a D-. Thank you so much to our readers on Tumblr and Facebook, and an extra special thanks to our patrons over on our Patreon page whose names are scrolling across the screen like credits right now. Starting with the new year, these videos will be posted on YouTube on the Monday or Tuesday following the theatrical release, the same time we release the evaluations on Tumblr and Facebook. But Patreon, you will continue to have access to these videos as soon as they become available on both the $1 tier and the $5 tier. Be sure to leave a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon if you want to be notified when we post new videos. And as always, stay safe at the movies.